codes, we need to open any text editor. I am opening Notepad here. So whatever code you write for HTML will be in Notepad. Now HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now this is the language that is understood by the browser, and it gives structure to the web pages. Whatever tags or whatever codes you write in HTML comes between these HTML tags. So all the codes that we will write will come within these two HTML tags. This is known as the opening delimiter and this is known as the closing delimiter of a tag. All the tags in HTML mostly have opening and closing delimiters. So all the tags for the HTML code will be written between these two tags. Now first you give the head tag. Again the head tag has an opening and closing delimiter. Now the basic purpose of having a head tag is to give title to your web page. That is done using the title tags. So whatever title you want to give to your web page comes between this title tag. Suppose I say first page. So this first page would be the title of my web page. Then whatever text or pictures I want to see on the web page would come between the body tags. So all that you want to see on your web page has to be written inside the body tags. Now this is my first HTML code, so I will write a very simple, I'll make it very simple. So I just write hello world. Now as I told you that whatever you write within the body tag, only that is visible on the web page. So I will save this page. Now to save the HTML page, you need to give the extension .html as you can see here. So every HTML page that you save with the extension .html and name depends upon you. So I have given it the name first.html. Now I prefer to save it on desktop. I have saved it, right? Now let's see. Here I can see the first HTML page named as first is there on the desktop. Now I'll open it with a browser. I will open it with Chrome and see here I have my first page. So this is the title that I was talking about. So this text first page that is written between the title tags appears over here as the title, and the text that I wrote within the body tag appears on the web page. So hello world is my content of the web page and this is the title of my web page, right? Now we will see some more tags. So this was a very basic HTML code. Now we will see how we can enhance our HTML page. Suppose I want to change the background color of my HTML page or web page. So for now you can see that the background color is all white and the text is all black. So it is as simple as it could be. Now I want to enhance my web page and I want to change the background color of the web page. So I write body bg color equals to red. So I have given color red to my background of the web page. So this BG color is an attribute of the body tag, and it can take any values you can think of about the colors. So I'll save these changes and let's see if they are reflected. So again I open this page with the browser, and here you go, your background has changed to red. So you can see the difference. Earlier without body BG color it looked like this, and now after changing the background color my text looks like this. It is all red background. Now further I want to see my text in white color. Now by default the text color is black, as you can see here. Now I want to change it to white. So I write text equals to white. So again this text is an attribute of the body tag, and it can again have any value from the range of colors. So my text is white now. I'll save the changes and I will again try to see if it is reflected. So here you go, you can see that the text has changed from black to white. Hello world is visible in white color now. Now earlier it was in black color, now it is in red color, white color. Okay. Now in case if I do not want to have a color for my background, rather I want to have a background image, right? Instead of having a color for my background, I want to have an image in the background. So for that I have the attribute background. I say body background equals to, and now here I will have to give the name of the image. So if my image name is for example tomato, so I write tomato.jpg, right? Now one thing that you need to know here is that the HTML files always accept images either in JPG or in GIF format, either JPG or GIF format. Other than that it will not accept any image. So I said body background equals to tomato.jpg and text equals to white. Now this image should exist on my computer, only then can I fetch it and only then can I show it in the background. Any image that is not existing on my system will not be taken by this browser, right? Now one more thing that you need to know here is that if the image exists in the same folder as the HTML file, like here in my case the folder for HTML file is my desktop, that means I have saved my HTML file in the desktop. So if in that case tomato.jpg also exists on the desktop, then I have to simply write the name of the image with its extension. But here I do not have this image saved on my desktop. It is rather saved in the download folder. So you can see here in the download folder I have the tomato image. So for that reason I will have to copy complete path of this image and the name of this image. So the path of this image can be seen from the location. Here I will copy this path and paste it here, right? So I paste it here like this. So here I get the complete path of the image and the name of the image. So this is in case when the image is stored in a separate folder and the HTML file is in a separate folder. But when both of them are in the same folder, then I do not need to give this path. But as in my case, I told you my image is in a separate folder, so I gave the complete path for that image. So now my body background will change to an image. That means I will have an image in the background of my web page. The color of the text remains same, white. Now I will save these changes and let's see if it is reflected. Okay, I'll open this page with Chrome And here you go, I have this image of tomatoes as my background. The text is same, hello world, right? And I have an image of tomatoes or a picture of tomatoes in my background. Now earlier this was a red colored background. Now this is an image of tomatoes in the background. Now if you are not able to see this text properly because the background is almost white, so I can change the text color. I say text equals to green. So the color of my text will then change. So let's see. I again open it in my browser, and here you go. You have the text in green now, so it's more visible now. So earlier the text was white and the web page had a red background color. Then I had image and the web page had text in white. Now the image is there and the text is in green because I said text equals to green. So you can choose any color of your choice for the text and for the background color. An image must always exist in your system, only then you can use it. Now we will see some formatting tags, that means tags for the formatting of our web page. Now HTML provides you with 6 headings. There are total 6 headings in HTML. We will see how we can use them. So here again I will change the BG color. Alright, and I say this time that the BG color is yellow. So I save the changes and let's see if the BG color is yellow now. So here you go, the background color is yellow and the text is in green color. Now as I said that we have 6 different headings in HTML, right? So first it starts from heading H1 till H6. So H1 is the biggest heading. It has both an opening and closing delimiter, right? So there are total 6 headings. So H1 will be the biggest heading, then will be H2, then H3 and so on till H6. We can see the difference on once the changes are reflected in the web page. So then the heading H3, then you have the heading H4, then heading H5, this is no magic. This entire content is not coming by magic. I am just copying and pasting using keyboard shortcuts. So basically this is what I am doing, pasting. So H6 and H6. So these are the 6 headings that HTML provides you with. Okay, now let's see how they look. So you can see these are the 6 headings. The H1 is the biggest heading, then is H2, this is H2, then this is H3, H4, H5 and H6 is the smallest heading. Now let's do some more formatting. Okay, so if I want this entire thing to be in the center of my web page, I use the tag center. I will simply copy this and paste it here. So now everything within these 2 tags will appear in the center or middle of the web page. I'll save the changes again and let's see now. So here you go. Now all these headings appear in the center of the web page. Earlier they were aligned to the left and now they are aligned in the center of the web page. Now there are some more formatting tags. Now let's forget these headings and see some more tags. Now if the same text, that is hello world, if I want it to be in bold, I do not want any specific heading but I just want to be in bold, so that I will put between the B tags. So the B tag stands for bold. So whatever comes between these B tags will appear in bold. So I save it and let's see if these changes are reflected. I'm just closing these extra tabs. Okay, so Google Chrome and hello world appears in bold. So this was without bold and this is with bold. So anything that you want to appear in bold without giving any specific headings, you can write them inside the B tag. Now if I want this to be in italics as well, so I have the I tag for this. So you put the I tag. So now this will appear in bold as well as italics. Let's see. Here you go. It is in bold as well as italic now. We will further see the difference. So now this is one text which is in bold and italics. Then the same hello world we will put in just italics, and then the same hello world we will put in just bold to make you see the difference. Alright, so this text is both in bold and italics, this text is just in italics, and this text is just in bold. Now I'll save the changes first of all, very important, and then I'll see. Okay, I open, see. The first text was both in bold and italic, the second text was only in italic, and the third text was only in bold, so you can easily see the difference. Now you can see that all these texts are in the same line, right? Now if I want them to appear in separate lines, I have the tag BR, which is basically line break. Now this BR tag does not have any opening and closing delimiter. So you just need to write BR, that means line break. It breaks the line and without any spacing in between, it writes the text in another line. So I have saved the changes. Now again I'll see my web page. Okay, so now you can see in separate lines hello world and hello world. This is the one which is in bold, both bold and italics. This is the one which is in italics, and this is the one which is only in bold. Now you see the difference. This was in the same line, and after using line breaks, that is the BR tag, I have these three separate texts in three separate lines, right? From my side, I wrote them in separate lines, but the browser does not interpret them in separate lines unless you specify this BR tag, right? Now there is one more tag which is used to write the text in separate lines, that is the P tag, and the P tag has both a opening and closing delimiter, and whatever you write within the P tag comes from the next line but with a space in between, right? So this P tag makes the text written on the next line along with the space in between, whereas in case of the BR tag there is no space in between. It just writes the text from the next line without giving any space in between, and the P tag writes the text on the next line along with a space in between. So now you can see if I write hello world over here, so this is how you can write it. I save it and then I open it with my Google Chrome browser. So now you see the text that is within the P tag appears after a blank space. The text which was after the BR tag appeared in the next line without any blank space in between, and the text that was written inside the P tags appeared in the next line but with a blank space in between. So this is the difference between the BR tag and the P tags. BR stands for line break and P stands for paragraph. It is generally used for writing paragraphs. Next you have an attribute for the horizontal line. Now if I want a horizontal line in between this hello world and this hello world, so I will give the tag HR. This tag again does not have any closing delimiter, right? Now it takes an attribute known as align, which can have any values, which can have three values, that is left, right and center. Now first of all let's see left, right? I save, then I see if these changes are reflected. So you can see a horizontal line here, this complete horizontal line with the help of the HR tag. Fine. Now if I want to reduce the size of this horizontal line, so there are two attributes for that. One is your size. So if I say that let the size be say 200 and let the width be 50. So it can take two other attributes also, size and width. The size can have any numeric value and the width also can have any numeric value. So now let's see, I'll save the changes and then let's open in my browser. So here you go, this appears like this, right? So I will change the size to 25 now. Let's see. So this is how this horizontal line looks like. So you can experiment with the width and size of this HR attribute to make the line of this size of your choice. Now I remove this. I say align equals to left. Now there are two other attributes, values that this align attribute can have. One is center and other is your right. So if you put it in center, if you give the value center, the line will appear in the center of the web page. If you give the value right, the line will appear on the right side of the web page, and if you give the value left, the line will appear on the left side of the web page. So if I say size equals to 25 and width equals to 25, now let's see, and I say align equals to center. So I'll save these changes and let's see if they are reflected here. Okay, so this particular line is then in the center. Now I increase my size a little bit. I say size equals to 50 and I say align equals to left. Now let's save the changes and again check it in the browser. So this here appears aligned on the left. Right, again I do some changes. I say width equals to 80 and align equals to right. So I save the changes. So I will simply save and check it again in the browser. So here you go, it is aligned in the right. So alignment helps you to decide where you have to put this horizontal line, and the size and the width helps you with the dimensions of this particular line. So these were the basic HTML tags.